All right, welcome back. This episode of What is this Clarinet? It's actually a fairly easy and quick one. I sent an email asking what type clarinet they have. They showed me a picture of the upper emblem on the clarinet, and it was very evident what it was. As you see here, the one picture in the email, you can clearly see this is a Leblanc LL clarinet. You can tell by the two L's here at the top facing each other, or at least the backs are, making basically a hat type emblem. This is my LeBlanc LL B flat. I also have an A one, a set of them. And these are my primary clarinets for the longest time till I replaced them with R13s and then RC Prestige. But the LeBlanc LL basically it's been basically the same thing since introduction, 14.8 millimeter cylindrical bore. There were a few changes throughout the years, just in some way they did some of the key work, cutouts on the body. The throat tones, the throat keys were actually in a later version, actually slightly enlarged too, to make them speak a little bit better, more powerful. But for that, they really basically remain unchanged from the 1960s through, I'm not even sure, late 80s. I remember they're in the catalogs and everything in the mid 80s, so they've been around for a long time. Anyways, LeBlanc LL. Anyways, that's a real quick one about the LeBlanc LLs. Now, when Leblanc France sold out to Leblanc USA, the warehouses were cleaned out, and I bought some of their Noblet A clarinets. And the Noblet A clarinets that I bought, oddly, were exactly, and I mean exactly like these old Leblanc LLA clarinets. I don't have any very good pictures of it. This is a while ago now, but I bought some, and here's a picture of one of them. When I measure out the bores and tone holes and everything, you can see the keywork. It was a LeBlanc LL clarinet, just rebadged as a Noblet. This is probably sitting on the shelf in inventory, extra bodies, and they decided to sell them that way. So if you ever come across a Noblet A clarinet, keep in mind you can save yourself some money because it's going to be basically a LeBlanc LL clarinet. Anyways, that's all there is for today. Basically identifying a emailer's information about what kind of clarinet they have, which was a LeBlanc LL clarinet. Easily identifiable by the emblem up here. You also see on the keywork, it goes up and down. This was traditional of LeBlanc back then, differing from like the buffet keywork. Of course, one of the identifiers of LeBlanc is this key right here is separate. It's not in line with this other key up here. And that's easily identifiable taking a look at a buffet, where you can see these keys right here are in line. And the LeBlanc one is so much more easier to work on because they're separate. And that's related to these springs. On here, these springs are very difficult to get to for adjustment. Of course, the LeBlanc is very easy because it's separate. One of the issues with the springs being in line here and hard to get to is that once in a while, one of the three keys that tends to be improperly tensioned over time is this key, and under high pressure, you can actually open this key slightly and you would have a leak. Anyways, I hope you like that information about the LeBlanc LL clarinet. Give us a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you later.